Welcome to the Steve Show. Today I'm going to tell you how you can solve so many different business problems, and it's something different than you think it's going to be. It's business development. How business development solves almost every problem in your business. So you're probably wondering, how can business development solve so many different problems? Well, so often people come to me, their marketing is suffering, they don't know what to put on their website, they're working on their branding, they're working on what products sell, what products don't sell, they're doing all these things. And what I've found to be the best thing is to create momentum. And what momentum gives us is information. So for instance, if I were to make changes in my business, which I often do, and I want to try something new out, like a new offering, then I actually do the business development around it. I look for potential clients, start having the discussion, or I look at past clients that this offer might be good for and start having those conversations immediately. Then I get data back. I find out what they like, what they don't like, will they buy? You know, so often I find business owners get stuck in the mire of creating the next thing. So they'll go build something like a new website, or they'll figure out what they're doing with their branding. And those are all important things. I'm not undermining them. However, the driving force behind it is, what are you doing when you're in your engagement? When the relationship occurs with a new potential client or past clients and you're making those engagements, it's through the information of actually working together that gives you the best information. It lets you know what offering people are willing to buy or not buy. And that will impact what you're saying on your website, what you're saying when you answer the phone, what you're saying at networking events. It affects everything. I've had people come to me and they're like, I want to start a podcast. What should I do? What shouldn't I do? Well, I start looking around several things. So let's break this into some steps. Number one, what do you want? What is your heart? What is your heart's desire? Like, what do you actually want to do? What impact do you want to make on the world? And you want to make that part of what you're doing. But then the second step, so often people start getting into, what am I going to do? And that actually is easier to find out what the client wants. And I teach this so often, and if you've been watching my show, you probably heard me say this before, but we find our wow client, we ask them what they want, and then we give it to them. And as you're an expert, you might know what they need, and maybe, it goes beyond what they're asking for. But if you meet your client where they are, you're going to have much more success. So this comes back to doing business development. When I say business development, I mean outreach, making phone calls, going networking, finding out who your potential client is and actually who they are, and finding out what they're willing to buy or not buy, or where the engagement begins. And when you actually find your wow client, you ask them what they want, you're going to have a wealth of information. So this process can just start by just connecting with your potential client. Instead of sitting, what I'm working on with this episode today with you is to stop sitting in your office or at your desk, or even if you're just starting out and you're in a coffee shop and you're sitting there and you're in development. And this actually slows down your whole company when you're just thinking about what to put on your website and developing these things instead of actually having conversation. This comes back to like Agile or Scrum for like software, where it's called iterative design. And that's why when you get software or you get a new app on your phone, they call it beta, or they're going through their phases of development. They want to get it out as soon as possible. The worst thing you can do when you're developing software or any product is to be in a bubble and like work for 2 years or work for 2 months even, and not have any connection with your audience, and then say, ta-da, here it is, and then no one wants it. So you have to actually get it out there as quick as possible. So as soon as you can, start getting out whatever you're working on, whatever product offering, whatever service offering you have, get it out there before you build a website. I've started some companies, no website. People go, what the heck are you doing, Steve? But I go test it out. I see if there's a market first. And if there is, then I'll go and build a website. Then I'll invest more money. So ask yourself, are you doing work to build a company, to design it, to figure out what to put in it, and you're not actually talking to customers or clients or potential customers or clients? That actually is where you get stuck. So just think today, where can you make a deeper connection with potential clients or customers, and do it right now. And it doesn't even matter if you're not a startup. Maybe you're looking at how you can move to the next level. Same thing. Momentum of business development will give you all the clues you need on how to grow your business, what direction to grow your business, what new offerings should you be doing, what offerings aren't working any longer. You need to ask more questions and survey, but without calling it a survey. Just get in there and start doing your business development tasks. I promise you, it solves everything. So if you're, again, wondering what to write or what to say, going out there and doing business development, it will give you all the clues you need. So it's a simple task. Get out there and go seek more potential customers and clients for your services or your products, and then get that information. And I'd like to know where you're stuck. If you're not growing at the rate that you'd like, or you're stuck with your business development, you're not sure what to do, please let me know so I can take this topic to the next level in one of my other next episodes. And any aha moments or things that have come from this or other previous shows, please let me know. And if you really like this, subscribe. Let us know so we can get you the next episode. When it comes out, you'll get promptly notified. As always, until we meet again in our next episode, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom.